Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake on YouTube, and what we're going to make is a cake. You know, a lot of people have written to me and asked if I would make sheet cakes, half sheet cakes out of mixes, and I've been doing that. I think I've put on 2 so far, and I do have another one in the works for a strawberry video on cake. But today what I'm doing is showing you that you can use a cookie mix to make cake. And you know, there are many companies that do sell cookie mixes, and it'll say right on the label that they will turn into making a cake. And that's what we're doing today. I'm doing, in fact, a gingerbread cake out of just cookie mixes. Now, if you're looking for half sheet cakes and this isn't right for you, please check out my channel, because I think now I have probably 28 half sheet cakes from scratch, as well as these new videos that I have on of making a half sheet cake out of box mixes, okay? And I mean all flavors, from marble to chocolate to two-tone cake to red velvet, to golden to yellow to dark chocolate, you name it. I've got a lot of half sheet cake recipes if you're looking for one. But again, these are being done for those folks that wrote to me and said, can you make half sheet cakes out of cake mixes? And today it's a little bit different because they're being made out of a cookie mix box, okay? So let's get started. First up, you probably will need a stand-up. I'm not saying you can't use a hand mixer, but it produces a lot of batter, so just to give you a heads up on that. Okay, what we're doing is we're starting off with 3 bags of a cookie mix. This particular mix today that we're using is gingerbread. Now, check companies. Many people make cookie mixes, as we all know. So check them out at your grocery store. Look for on the box, whether it's on the front or the back, where it tells you that you can make a cake out of the cookie mix, okay? So we're going to put 3 of the cookie mixes in that are box cookie mix. I'm repeating that just to make it really clear. Okay, and I'm putting those in. And then you're also going to be putting in 3 cups of water. And I've had that just at room temperature. And you're just going to, put everything into your mixing bowl. The next thing you're going to put in is 3/4 of a cup of oil. Now, I'm not going to tell you what kind of oil to use because it's so debatable and that everyone has their own preference. So please use whatever type of oil that you think is best, okay? That was 3/4 of a cup. The next thing we're going to be putting in is 6 eggs, a half a dozen, 6 of them. They've been at room temperature. I'm going to try to slowly beat them one at a time. I'm going to warn you about the sound of my mixer because it can come out loud on your end. So I'll give you a heads up so you could prepare for the sound. Okay, so let's just raise this up and get started. Again, turning on the mixer. Okay, what you'll want to do is just mix it till it's well combined. I don't suggest to beat this for long periods of time because I think the cake comes out very dense and very heavy. So just till it's combined. I'm going to raise my speed just to move it along due to the video. So again, warn you about the sound just for a few seconds to make sure that it's blended well. Would I use that high of a speed? No. Again, just due to the video, okay? And again, all you want to do is to mix it till it's combined, okay? So I'm going to take my paddle out here and get it out of the way. Okay. All right. Now let's push the mixer aside. Now the pan that you're going to need. I am using a 12 by 18 by 2. Okay, and I did grease it. I would suggest you to grease it. I have used solid shortening, but I know a lot of people aren't a fan, or they can't even get it in their grocery stores, at least folks that have written to me. But go ahead, use whatever type of method that you use to grease your pans. Now, if you want to use your parchment papers, again, absolutely feel free to do that as well. So a lot of people always write and say, what size pan was that? 12 by 18 by 2 inches, okay? Now, I'm just going to give this a quick stir. Now, this particular batter is going to be very liquidy, you know, very thin. So don't feel that you've done something wrong, because you haven't. And I'm going to take out as much as I can, because I don't like to waste product, because as we know, ingredients are quite expensive right now, especially eggs. You don't want to waste a drop. Okay, all right, and then just level it off. You can certainly tap the pan to your countertop or table or wherever you're making this cake, or do a little tapping, and you're going to put it in a 325 degree oven, and it could take you anywhere from 33 minutes to 36 minutes. You know, it might come short amount of time, and it might come a minute or two longer too, because you know our oven's set up so differently. So it kind of gives you a guide. Mine generally has come up in about 34 minutes that I have found in my oven. So again, watch it closely. You don't want to over bake. You don't want to dry it out, that type of thing, but you do want it baked well. So use your cake tester or a toothpick or anything that you know that you can insert it in different spots to see that it's baked properly, okay? And then when you do take it out of the oven, of course, put it on your cooling rack till you're ready to ice it, or just eat it plain or whatever, because this one is great on its own. So I'm going to rinse my hands quickly, and I'd like to show you a finished product. Okay, I like to just quickly wash my hands because I was handling raw eggs. And this is how it will bake up. You're going to get a beautiful golden brown on the top. Okay, it should bake up quite high for you, because I know a lot of people are disappointed if it, doesn't have enough height to it. So it's going to have good height to it. It will have a smooth top on it. If it's a bit uneven, of course, many of us, we're used to leveling that off. And then I save those scraps because, well, everybody loves them in my house. But I put them in puddings, and well, it has a lot of uses rather than throwing out what you skim off the top. If the top is not to your liking, okay, the way that it baked up. And I also want to tell you that on pudding, you could use a buttercream, white buttercream frosting on this. You could put a sugar glaze that works well with powdered sugar and milk. And also cream cheese goes excellent over gingerbread cake. It really does. Or just some whipped cream. It would be delicious. Or just sprinkle powdered sugar on the top, or leave it alone. It is a great tasting cake. It really is. It's very moist. It doesn't come out dense as long as you don't overbeat it, that kind of thing. So if you're looking for a large cake for whether it's graduation or church social, baby shower, bridal shower, whatever the case may be, this is a great cake to make. And it's easy because it comes out of boxes, out of cookie mixes, believe it or not. So I want to thank you for watching Diane Lovetobake on YouTube. If you have a question or a comment, I'll do my best to answer in a timely fashion. But keep in mind, YouTube is the only place I put my videos. So if you're great to me, I'm going to get your question. I'll get your comment, okay? So if you would like to subscribe to my channel, well, I can't thank you enough. Or give me a like. I'd be most appreciative. So, thanks for watching Diane Lovetobake on YouTube. Stay well, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.